It is so uplifting watching children having fun in a play park. With endless energy they climb, slide and ride on whatever is on offer. The play park is where we learn to address our fears, handle failure and build resilience. Thanks to the seesaw, it is also the place where we learn the importance of balance. Without some counterbalance, we either end up being suspended in the air or stuck on the ground because the balance is out. Hi, I'm your host Dr. Rudy Labuskaghni, and thank you for joining us for these Big Shift conversations. The purpose of these conversations is to challenge the way we think about ourselves, others, and life in general by seeking answers from the ageless wisdom of the soul and not the pre-programmed and fear-driven ego mind. Like children on the playground, there's a seesaw ride we are on daily, the seesaw of our mood state. When there is balance, we feel good and life is great, but often it does not take much to drag us down. As David Mitchell said, good moods are as fragile as eggs, and bad moods are as fragile as bricks. When we are in a good mood, we feel blissful, calm, cheerful, content, happy, good, joyful, loving, optimistic, and peaceful. When we are in a bad mood, our seesaw is stuck on the ground, and we feel angry, annoyed, cranky, depressed, frustrated, gloomy, grumpy, irritated, pessimistic, sad, and stressed. Most of us experience many of these emotions on both sides of this spectrum on any given day. That is fine, as long as we are aware of our emotions, and as long as we manage to pull ourselves back and restore the balance when we realize that we are leaning too much into negativity. But if we cannot manage to do that, then a bad mood becomes our natural state of being, and we stay stuck on the ground. The good news about our moods is that they are not fixed. A mood is a temporary state of mind or feeling unless we make it permanent. We make it permanent when we set up camp in the field of negativity. Once we settle there, though, it will be hard to come up with anything positive that may restore the balance. If we stay there too long, it can lead to a general state of feeling depressed. We then almost literally feel pressed down. To prevent this from happening, it is important to realize we do not see things the way they are, but rather that we see things the way we are. Our inner state of being, our mind, and the stories we tell ourselves about what is happening with and to us is what keep us trapped there. That is why two people can experience the same situation differently. One person will be triggered and dragged down by a challenging situation, while the other person manages to remain in balance. It is simply our thinking that tips the scale. We need not live in the feelings of our thinking. We can change our thinking, and when our thinking changes, our feeling changes. It is an inside job, always. Life happens, and we have to deal with it. There's no way we can arrange life in such a way that we never have to face people or situations that upset us. It is how we respond to what happens that makes the difference. There is so much happening in the world at the moment that has the potential to drag us down. This is a time to be vigilant and to watch our thoughts. Remember, misery loves company. We should be careful not to be drawn into pessimism and negativity. The general mood out there at the moment is very negative. Let us not put our fingers into the socket. When we catch ourselves feeling mostly angry, annoyed, cranky, depressed, frustrated, gloomy, grumpy, irritated, pessimistic, sad, and stressed, chances are that we have stuck our fingers into a negative socket because we have become too externally focused. Take note of what is happening, but do not set up camp there. Consciously shift this focus to whatever it is that lifts your spirit. There are several simple things that we can do to lift our mood. Get some fresh air. Spend some time in nature. Go for a walk. Try a new recipe. Turn on the music. Dance. Get a massage. Change the screensaver on your laptop. Look at yourself in the mirror and smile. Tidy up the clutter in your space. Burn a scented candle. Open the curtains and the blinds and let the sunshine in. Surprise someone. Do something kind. Make your best friend smile. Grab an extra coffee for your colleague. Call your mother or your father and tell them how much you love them. And be grateful for what you have. There is no such thing as waking up on the wrong side of the bed. Grumpiness is not a virtue, nor should it become a personality trait. If we cannot get our seesaw to tilt towards the positive despite our best efforts, it may be advisable to seek professional help. But for most of us, we can manage our mood state. All it takes is to watch our thinking and consciously shift the focus to whatever it is that lifts our spirit. So let's get in the mood. There is so much going on for us. Fred Propp Jr. once said, "Some people seem to go through life standing at the complaint counter. Let that not be true about us." Thank you for joining us. Fill your days with love, joy, and laughter, and may life always find you awake, aware, and alive.